I'm gonna fucking. Where am I? What is happening?
You're on the ceiling.
Okay, that's
wait, keep
fine.
doing that. Keep doing
Damn,
that.
don't you
Yeah, we're good. That worked pretty well.
Oh my god. Like cheats and taxers, but whatever, man. I was gonna die.
Right here.
Oh, yep, sure is. Oh, how did I do that? I'm a god.
360 no scope?
Through a tree.
No scope.
360 no
Wait, there's a guy on our car!
He's on my car?
He's on my car?
Yeah, titty milk. And the titty milk one has like a graphic that's like just full of milk, right? It's not like, I don't think it's sexual, but it's like, I don't want to see that much milk in one illustration.
Aw, see? You didn't need mommy after all.
Shut up.
Okay.
I feel like the hunter's not the problem.
She's been my problem.
You're right, that was inconsiderate of me.
Dude's killed me twice now. He's extremely my problem.
My mistake.
Oh, hi. Now I'm your problem.
Woo!
Can I have whatever this is, please?
I'm gonna fucking. Where am I? What
You're
is
on the
happening?
ceiling.
Okay, that's
wait, keep
fine.
doing that. Keep doing
Damn,
that.
don't you
Yeah, we're good. That worked pretty well.
Oh my god. Like cheats and taxers, but whatever, man. I was gonna die.
Am I original? Yeah. Am I the only one? Yeah. Am I sexual? No. Am I everything you need? You better rock your body now, everybody.
The bane of every child's existence. Wearer starts sad in Oh, my double arms. You've exposed me.
This is next level.
Wait, it's so good. It's so big.
But
I feel like they're like sniffing my cheek real aggressively.
Snorf, snorf. Oh, what a sound!
That was a horrible audio.
It was great.
Or will it cutscene away? Oh, you come. Oh, yes.
All right, you big bug. Here comes the champ.
Are you kidding me? That's not fair. It like fucking clips through the door, you bitch. Come back. I don't want to fight this thing.
I picked you up and put you back on the solid ground. If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman might. Kryptonite.
Yeah! Is that where it says yeah?
Yeah!
Hi guys. Good morning. The model swap worked nicely. Very smooth. Zod did bring up the fact that I don't think there's any indication which model is currently active in the starting soon, so I might have to update that. Because I think when I go to starting soon, it might just like turn on all of. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I haven't used my 3D in so long that I opened up Warudo to make sure that like all the correct visual novel settings were activated and did not know what I was looking at. I was very confused. See? And I have a bunch of like little extra things that I've been nitpicking that I gave up in the middle of because I had a fun new model. So now we get to take a quick break and I need to investigate where I keep this node so that I can fix it. Can I do this? And then I can do this. And then I can do this. Please hold. Please hold. And I can do this. Okay. Hold on, I got one more to fix. Or, you know what? I can just turn that off. I will leave Hydrate Redeem on just for you guys. And for me, I guess. Let's get into it. Who we got? What's going on? Prongo's got that 10 stream streak and is saying Pog and Milky for some reason. I'm gonna assume that was related to a clip that was playing. Our favorite clip. We left off on this game last week, kind of in the middle of a scene. I believe we left off, it was a flashback. Current situation is we are experiencing memories of Loix, and Ismay is along for the ride. And the memory that we were in the middle of was one between Loic and his ex-wife, I believe. And they were having an argument over whether or not it's a good idea to continue casting magic on their child. Kind of an important conversation to be having. Kongo's new vocal stim, Pog Milky. Yep. Choose your side, pro mage or anti mage. Uh-oh. Well, we all know I'm always blowing up the chantry, so. So that's where I'm at. Alright. Also, I'm gonna have to, I did this a lot last time, but I'm gonna probably be pausing quite a bit to mute my mic and hack my lungs out. So apologies in advance. Teal, you were in my dream? And Hunter also? Oh my gosh. Was it a good dream? I hope we were cool in it. Let me take a peek at the history here. Okay, basically, like, don't use, like, why are you using magic on her? Is it upsetting you that much? Etc. So here's a thought. It's a sunny, lazy afternoon, and my newlywed wife walks past me to the living room. There's a coy little smile on her lips and a bundle of pink wrapped up in her hair. She's wearing one again. She's been obsessed ever since she first asked me to read it to her. Aren't you curious? Now it's a sure thing. Our green light. Okay, we're getting a little horny here. I see her against the wall, on the floor, out of her mind, begging for my hands on her. And I think, but of course, I don't say what I think. What do you mean? Don't get me wrong. I know your magic is important to you. Ugh. Damn. I'm not saying that's a bad thing by itself, but imagine you had to give it up for a week. Could you do it? Would you like me to? Can you please just answer the question? No. Honestly, I don't think I could. Now, if I asked you to give up artisanry for 1 week, no, that's not fair. It's not the same thing. Because everything in our home was built with it, you mean? She almost agrees. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about all the things it's done for us. About Lilia. No! My god, that's not what I meant! About me, then. No, never mind. Forget I said anything. Benny, help me understand. Where did this start? What's it about, really? Nothing. Please, just forget it. And here comes another thought. Less than that. Almost an itch. It crawls up my spine and clutches the back of my brain. I catch it leering through the window from the porch, waiting to be let in. So I turn the lock and shut the blinds, because I always do. Loic? Loic, you want to talk about this? All right. I'm taking the job. What? I have to. I'd be insane not to, that kind of salary. Benny, I'm telling you. Well, we'll manage, I know. But what if I don't want to manage? What if I want something better? And better means working for Dexterra? It means a job doing what I'm good at. Exploring is dead. What other skill do I have? It's not like everyone at Dexterra is... No, please, not this. I know you don't want to hear it. What I want to hear has nothing to do with it. Dexterra is... You may as well join the Shield. What are you thinking? I knew you'd react like this. She knew I'd be pissed off. My heart is beating in my throat. I take a shaky breath. Benny, what about your father? No. Stop. What about his work? Stop it, Loic. The church had him... No, they didn't! Okay? It was a tragedy. Not a conspiracy. I just stare, forgetting to breathe. What do you want from me? We didn't change the world, Loic. This is the only one we're getting. I can't keep living like this. There's no future like this. I need to move on. Oh, I get what this is about now. It's not your divorce. It's this sweet, patient, nice guy thing. Come on. I want to hear your spin on this one. She isn't a coward, Izme. She took the builder's paycheck because she was hurting. We're actually on good terms now. All true, more or less. Bullshit. You hate her. I felt it. Whatever you felt was over a decade old. Okay, so where is she now? Dextera still? Got a nice mansion in NC. Oh my god, I knew it! And you wanted me to believe you're on good terms? I don't want you to believe anything in particular, Izme. Nothing more to say then. Ready for the next one? Seeing like a negative side to Loic is so good. Like, obviously there were no sides. There weren't strictly like good or bad to that argument exactly, but he was definitely being a little bit of a dingus, and that was tasty. Also, hi Runic. She knows that it might be her turn next, right? I know. She's still acting pretty cocky. But we're gonna get some of whatever's going on in her brain too, I assume. His influence spread outside our walls. Thinking ourselves protected, we did not truly see him. The seasons always change on schedule. Yesterday, whoops. Oh, right click opens the menu, good to know. Yesterday was autumn, and now it's winter. I woke up before dawn to freezing rain hammering the roof. We've changed our POV to Loic, the single parent. I woke up before dawn to freezing rain hammering the roof. I read a few Policias to thaw out the house and got to work, putting the bullshit weather as far out of my mind as I could. I thought about perfectly fluffy pancakes layered with fruit and spices. The special occasions breakfast. I thought of my kids' eyes lighting up, and whether or not it actually stopped, I didn't hear the rain anymore. Leah, I repeat, breakfast is ready. If I need to call you again, I'm eating yours. No, you're not. Don't underestimate me. I'm very hungry. No, you're not. Woof? Do they have a dog named Mimosa? Oh my god, that's such a cute name for a dog. I didn't know that was its name. Mimi runs over for pets as soon as Leah appears in the stairwell. Good morning, sweetheart. Hey, don't eat my breakfast. Too late. All crumbs. I nod towards the table. Never fails. My kid has outgrown a lot these past few years, but not this. Wait, what's the occasion? Occasion? Isn't the reward of my only daughter's radiant smile enough? No? Alright, I was bored. Dad, you never make dessert breakfast unless something really good or really bad happens. Oh, my heart. When did you become so cynical? Oh man, I forgot. Is the blue... What does the blue signify? Has that been clear? All I can think of is like the other language that he knows, but I haven't seen him utilize that too often. Career day. This gets a real laugh out of me. She sits, looking smug. Well, you're not exactly wrong. Leah, I'm running deliveries tomorrow. This will be our last proper breakfast until you're back. She deflates. When we first split up, Albin had visitation every month. Her hectic schedule dropped that to every other month, then 3, then 2 times a year. Now it's just once, every holiday season. It's Unity! Of course I have to see my baby girl. And I have to go. For now, honey. I'm sorry. She takes a bite of pancake I know she can't taste. Why doesn't she come visit me? I know the answer, but I'd basically rather bite off my tongue than say it to her. I don't say anything this time. She barely sees me when I'm there. Even if I stayed home, she wouldn't even notice. You know that isn't true. Okay, I guess she'd be heartbroken if I didn't try on her new ugliest dress. Leah, please. She takes another grumpier bite. Your mother loves you. She may struggle to express it, but she does. You help people who struggle to express things all the time. People who ask for that help. You remember what she thought of the charm I gave you last year. A little sunflower to lift her spirits and strengthen her smile. Albin took one look and begged her to take it off. She always acts like it's about how they look. Weeds in my baby's hair. It's so fake. Deep breath. Well, we won't do the hair clip this time. We eat in silence for a minute or two. When she talks again, she's staring a hole in her plate. What if you just made her forget about the visit? Leah. It wouldn't hurt anybody. Lelia, look at me, please. Our art is not for making other people convenient. I know. Sorry. Oh, never mind the convenience making I had to resort to when money was tight. I'm trying to be a good role model right now. Loic's like, okay, yes, I'm a little bit, that's a little contradictory to my past actions. I understand how frustrated you feel. You have every right. But try to be patient with her, even if she doesn't deserve it. Even when she falls short, is what he actually said. At worst, it's only a few days, honey. I think about the 2-week visit we were doing for a while. 2 entire weeks of our kid killing time between fancy parties. Yeah. You know you can call me whenever you need to. Yeah. Now this is rich. Why wouldn't you be on good terms? She was mom of the year. Once a year. I don't know what you hope to achieve with this kind of ridicule. I don't either. Why do I bother? What's it going to take to get some anger out of you? Your wife divorced you to go work for the builder because she wanted a nice house. And here you are running damage control for her. Even your kid was over it. She may struggle. Really? You've made your point. Please. Enough. Yzme wants him to go apeshit. Really good. However wide the gulf between us has grown, Albin and I once chose to bring a life into the world together. I wanted to believe she would reach out to Leah, if only the door remained open. It took me too long to realize, to accept, that it was always closed. I'm not proud of myself. He spilled blood to rally his people. He cannibalized his own and turned their eyes on us. See, why is it blue? Why are we blue now? I've forgotten the significance of blue. The sun dims on another day. Loic, the grieving! I feel like I've lived the same one for 3 months. After the dust started to settle, life had to go on. The messengers closed. Probably forever. I gave the staff what I could and left my door open for them. I thought about toughing it out, but the flood of funerals would have broken me. So I spend every day, the same day, volunteering. Today was the House of Healing Hands in Pink 32. I lived in a Triple H once as a kid. I usually manage to forget, but lately it's getting harder to put out of my mind. If anyone asks, I helped with the meal prep. Really, I read comfort to the grieving. Gave what protection I could from that smile hung up on every wall. People don't usually realize what I'm doing. Only a few fanatics start to get ideas in their heads about it. Just wait, one older guy said. He'll put you where you belong. Well, the dog is still here. She greets me at the door, jogging around me in circles, licking my face when I kneel down with her. Then she droops when she figures out I've come home alone again. Sorry, Mimi. Not today. The phone rings before I can settle in. I brace myself and pick it up. Hello? Good evening, Mr. Ard. Great. I'm almost embarrassed at how well I know the voice. Albin's assistant. We really have to go through this stupid song and dance every time she wants to talk. Imagine just picking up the phone and calling someone. I have Miss Lavoy for you. Thank you, Lucy. Of course. Click. Loic. Hi, Alban. How are you? I need your opinion. You know Leah's birthday is coming up. Yes? I want to do something for her. A birthday party, sort of. We'll have all her favorite things, and invite all her friends, and just celebrate her. She pauses, like I have an answer to that. I think it would be nice. What do you think? I think what you're describing is awake. My God, I'm trying to be positive. I understand that. But maybe we'd better save the celebration for her recovery. You mean you wouldn't come? I really don't think it's a good idea. Fine. Okay, fine. I'll forget about it. She starts to speak and changes her mind 3 times. I think about her every minute. What's the typography here? Is this an error or is this intentional? I don't ask. What were you doing before? Oh my God, what's happening? Ah, what the fuck? I just really like the presentation of that. So do I. I feel like they've done this though, where he's like had internal thoughts, but like they don't style it like this. She's perfect. She didn't do anything wrong. This is just a test. Don't. It gets out before I can sweeten it. Please don't. And right on cue, the loudest sigh I'd ever heard. A slap would have been more subtle. We should really move her to Skylight. Hallowed Skylight Medical Center. Finest in the world. Here we go again. It would be better for her. A nicer environment. And they say patients are actually responding to treatment there. Who are they, Alban? Medical professionals, Loic. The people finding a cure. There is no cure. 3 months since the pulse, and not one victim has opened their eyes. Oh, it's something that affected like a bunch of people? What the hell is there to treat? Even the ones in NC aren't waking up. There's nothing any doctor can do. I know better than anyone. I tried every flower that might reach her. Some that almost killed me. Just to connect. Just once. Just for a second. Turns out you can't connect to nothing. My kid is gone. Her heart, spark, whatever you want to call it, has been ripped out at the seams. All that's left is a shred of her soul, enough to keep the body breathing for however long it lasts. The young ones have had better luck so far. Maybe she'll hang in there. Maybe she won't. Of course it's a test. Why wouldn't it be? How the hell would they explain 1 in 20? How would they explain pastors getting knocked off together with all the pagans? And I've seen those miracle cases they've started trotting out. Unbelievers visited by the merciful builder in their comas, called to get on TV and tell the rest of us to repent. They don't even bother to sound convincing. But why should that spare me from having to hear their good news regurgitated every fucking day? Loic! The receiver shakes in my hands. Sorry. I heard you. Please, think about this. I want our baby to have the best. Everything she needs. I don't say, except a second parent. I know you do. I'm sorry, the door. I have to go. Another sigh. I swear to God. Albin, I have company. Okay, but I mean it. Think about this, would you? I will. Take care. And we hang up. Yeah, his internal thoughts are pretty loud there. Imagine the one time you go to visit your mom that you fucking hate and she goes into a coma. Or you go into a coma. Yeah. Ooh, I want to learn more about this event. How interesting. I know who's at the door already. Evening, Sam. Sorry for the wait. Samson, my old employee of 5 years. He called just this morning, asking if I could make some time for something important. Nah, not at all. Thanks for having me, boss. He still calls me that, even though the shop has been closed since the Pulse. I invite him in, let Mimi beg him for pets, show him to the living room, offer tea, coffee. Water's fine, he says. So, how you holding up? As well as I can, Sam. I'm always glad to have company. Sam's good with people. I'm being polite, because of course I am. But he knows the last thing I want is company. He'll get to the point. Oh, Loic is so interesting. I really like him. He's giving me like cute aggression. Sure, well, like I said, I wanted to talk about something. Or more like, give you something. I think you'll get a lot out of it. All right. I can't smooth out the wrinkle in my voice. Something's off. He takes out a soft-cover book, small enough to fit in his pocket. He almost hands it right over, then opts to roll it up, working up to the big reveal. Too late. I've already seen the cover. No image. No blonde, blue-eyed family smiling into the light. Just plain, approachable text. Seeing the vision. Oh no! I just want to say, you know me. Before Sam worked for me, he was S.H.I.E.L.D. Bad fit. But there's no retirement from IS. Only desertion. If I hadn't taken him under my wing, I'd have died before picking up a book like this. But then, I was talking to a friend. After the Pulse hit his brother. A guy who never cared for the church. All the more reason to buy into this trash. He told me just to read a chapter. And, I don't know. It made sense. Felt like all the grief, all the questions tearing me up inside finally had answers. He pauses for effect. It makes me sick. Here, grief means rest. Here, wrath finds ease. I used up all the lavender I wore to volunteering. Fuck me. Not that I could focus like this. I can't think straight. I need to look at anything else. The tired roses outside, the clean, cold kitchen, Mimi dreaming of the touch she hasn't felt in 3 months. I know you have a lot of anger at him. I did too. You know I did. My bedroom door, half open down the hall. But the builder, well, he's God. He doesn't operate by our rules. He does everything for a reason, even if we can't understand it. It took me a while to digest that, but I'm getting there now. I picture myself getting up without a word and walking through that door. I can almost hear it slamming. You hear what I'm saying, boss? I think you'd better go. Listen, Samson! I'm asking you to leave. The glass of water stays on the table. I see his arm twitch to leave the book, too. Then he gets a clue and tucks it back into his pocket. Meanwhile, I pull myself together, because I always do. A few deep breaths, a strained goodbye, and it's over. Really? After all that, you sent him on his way, no problem? What do you believe I should have done? Said anything you were thinking? Read him the flower that means drop dead? And don't tell me you can't after the Chimera. Ismay's like, yeah, you should have killed that guy. Yes, Runic, that was the other person working at the flower shop under him. The orchids we found did not die nicely. Same result. Ismay, I really hoped you were joking. Bad habit of yours. Are you honestly suggesting I should have condemned my friend to death for the crime of upsetting me? Fine. The flower that means slam your dick in a door. Is that still too evil for you? You know, I keep remembering what you said before about those flowers you can't read. Wrong mentality, too disturbing. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit. What if you tried it then? I didn't. Oh my god, it's Ismay time! And it seems we've reached the end of this journey through my memories. What? Shit. Ooh, don't look. Don't say anything. Fuck, it doesn't work. Her commands don't work in here. Fuck. The people placed their faith in him. He promised them power, the luxury of creation made simple. Maybe this is, Fiam. Rubbing my hands like a fly. Yeah, I'm excited. Light led me here. Blazing lamps over the stage. Sparkling glasses too full with ice. Shining sequins and lacquer. Radiant. Alive. Enough to banish my shadow. Enough to guide my steps home. Whoa! Ooh. Ismay, the dancer. I am Ismay. Naturally. And this is Chandelier, a club situated in what we jokingly call the Indigo Light District of Layer 75. In the Mosaic's color-coded subdivisions, how could it be red? On a busy night like any other, I am not busy. I sit alone in a curtained VIP booth on the second floor, detached from the revelry below. After a few months' work here, my fresh-eyed wonder has begun to wear thin. I still enjoy it, of course. The performance, the attention, the specter of intimacy. Even the money was an exciting novelty. But all the glittering light in the world weighs nothing on my tongue. Well, look at you. A woman pulls aside the curtain of my booth. Cerise, who showed me the ropes when I was new. Her smile wavers with a kind of friendly annoyance. Sitting pretty. Done for tonight? I'm not allowed to take a break. Not if you're trying to make money. But then you're you, princess. I smile wryly. Cerise has seen more of me than most, yet hardly anything at all. Now, get out of my booth. One of us is working. I look beyond her, spying her client outside. A broad-shouldered man with a flowing, honey-colored beard. Cece, come in here. Oh, sorry, that was Yuzme. Wait, who was that? Yeah, that was Yuzme. Cece, come here. What? I'm serious. Tell him to wait. She huffs, truly annoyed now. Just a second, baby. No, just 1 second. I promise it'll be worth it. She pulls the curtain behind her and gives me an irate look. What? He's S.H.I.E.L.D. What the fuck? Shh. What the fuck? Captain Theodore Langley of the Inner S.H.I.E.L.D., to be precise. I refrain from telling Cerise that I've known him longer than her. Oh god, are they shutting us down or something? Chandelier is a legally permissible operation on paper. Not that the IS would need a legitimate reason to order its closure. But if the S.H.I.E.L.D. had caught up with me, they certainly wouldn't send a captain in plainclothes to buy dance after dance until the right one fell into his lap. The good officer is not undercover. He's several beers into his weekend. What do I do? Let me handle him. She doesn't question this. I have a knack for handling problems. The client's patience runs out, and he drunkenly gropes for the curtain. I lean into Cerise. She follows my lead, allowing my hand between her thighs, pretending I've done anything to pull a whine from her lips. Oh. What took you so long? We were getting bored. His face brightens, though not with recognition. Even sober, he would never expect to find me like this. Heh. Don't let me interrupt you, girls. I want to see what else you can do. He is a void. I can see in his eyes a candle set before a howling cavern. We coax him to sit between us. We, though he focuses fully and predictably on me. By the time I settle on his lap, he barely noticed Cerise making her silent exit. She spares a look of sympathy before pulling the curtain shut. Her loss. You look better anyway. Oh my god, stop. You're so funny. Don't act like you were ever planning to shell out for 2 girls. Captain Langley has criticized my handiwork before. Artisanry without substance, without discipline, without drawing. Most children know the disappointment of conjuring an image from their thoughts only to watch it dissolve in an instant. A solid construct must be designed, not merely imagined. Then again, I have an unusual capacity for imagination. I picture what I want, issue the command, and press a strip of duct tape over his lips. Aren't you breaking the oath, officer? His eyes widen, finally seeing mine for the first time. Or would he smile at this? I can never be sure. He tugs gingerly at his new gag. He knows my more elaborate creations tend to lack integrity. This, however, is a simple strip of tape adhered quite firmly to his face. Babe, no, your fake beard. You worked so hard on it. The shock in his eyes succumbed to anger, but too late. By the time he thinks to seize me, he's in handcuffs. I roll off his lap and step out of the booth. Langley breaks the cuffs in a moment, fair enough, and tumbles out after me. The valiant officer muscles past a server, then a dancer, then a bouncer before seeming to recall where he is. At a less threatening pace, he tails me to the first floor and into a dark hall lined with doors. I linger a moment to make sure he sees which sequined curtain rustles in my wake. What awaits him is a cheaply decorated suite. A fading pinup girl smiles down like the image on a mattress lined with tawdry scarves. Solemnly sworn to propriety, Captain Theodore Langley of the Inner Shield ignores all of this. He clutches my shoulder, the safest spot on my body, and shoves me against the wall, rattling the pinup inside her frame. Oh no, you finally got me. Now what? He fails to reply. Oh my god, you big baby. As I give him a tap on the lips, the fragment of a thought jolts through my mind, through my fingers. The command to dispel any construct. The tape explodes with a tiny crackle into sparks of light, kindly sparing his false beard. How dare you? I expected depravity, but this? Sure. And what are you doing here, Saint Theodore? That's... He racks his drunken brain for the word classified. None of your business. Okay, then haul me in. I'm sure the righteous hand won't ask how you thought to look for me in a strip club. I smile at the flicker of uncertainty in his eyes. Then again, why tell anyone? Theodore Langley towers over me, face flushed from exertion and drink, broad chest heaving beneath a loose button. Personality and profession aside, he is not an unattractive man by any means. I hate him. Perhaps hatred can be filling. How about this? You'll keep this little run-in between us, and I'll give you what you want so badly. What? Go on. I know you're wondering if they feel as real as they look. Have you no shame? You're disgusting. Whoring out his image. My smile turns devilish. Another command. Light spills down my skin, searing away paint, rhinestones, breasts. Langley barks with horror as the builder's fully nude reflection appears between his arms. Fine by me, if that's how you like it. He does not release me. This is crazy. I'm like... this is crazy. He stammers something weak. A bead of sweat breaks and slides down the side of his nose, into his trembling lips. The little candle shines with all its might. You're pathetic. He takes a sharp breath, feeling my palms right up his chest, over his shoulders. But you're lucky. I'm in the mood for pathetic tonight. Quiet. I lean close and whisper music into his ear. How often do you think about this? When you pray, do you feel those pretty hands all over you? And mine begin to trace the rim of his belt. You're sick. He hisses through his teeth. Doesn't look like you mean it. Oh my god! Slutting it up with my girl, Jesus Christ. Velvet. Wait, this is so good. Oh my god. My jaw is like dropped. Jay needs to play this game. Imagine turning into a naked version of the god of your religion. I know. This is so good. Until this exact moment, I had dismissed it as a minor side effect of being a passenger in someone else's memory. Now it's unmistakable. I brace myself for rough and needy hands, humid breath on my skin. I feel next to nothing. Only the barest echo of touch reaches me, weakened across some impossible distance, strangled of all life. Over endless nights and countless partners. It's the most I can ever expect. Theodore Longley is far from attentive. For all the difference that would make, I find no need, much less desire, to go through the motions of mimicking pleasure for him. Just once, a faint and fleeting note flickers up my spine. I shut my eyes tightly, focusing, pleading. It is already gone. Great! There you go. My big, terrible secret. I had bad sex with everyone's favorite lapdog. Is this bringing us closer together? This goes a touch beyond bad sex, I think. Okay, the worst of my life. It didn't happen again. Yuzme, forgive me. Don't. What? When we first met, I gave you that Policia for the cold. I wish I had known. I only began to suspect that you felt no pain after the Chimera. A blessing of the sovereignty, I assumed. I thought the same of your impressive stamina, your lack of appetite. But your artisanry, so effortless. I was never sure what to make of that. When you injured your ankle, I mended it for you. Looking back now, I imagine you could have dealt with it yourself. Is that right? I would have made it cute and helpless a hard sell, don't you think? I don't know how it's possible. But it's the only explanation I have. You're a construct. A living, self-printing construct. What? Go on. No, that was all. Wait. Wait. Holy shit. Don't turn your brain off before the good part, detective. I know you saw that logo. Say it. Manufactured by Dextera. Whoa! That's right. The greatest achievement in artisan engineering. Construct flesh. Just like the real thing, only with a few minor drawbacks. But at least you can sculpt it into whatever you want. Wonder why Dextera chose the builder. Oh, maybe you could ask. You know someone who works there, right? No. No. Yuzme, I won't pretend I look kindly on Albin's career change, but I know what she does. She's in apparel design. Not anything like this. Okay. Nothing further, Your Honor. Keep it rolling. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna break here, I think. This seems like a good pause in between memories. We're gonna check out the glossary And then I'll skedaddle. Oh my god! Ah! Ah! This story has me like giddy. Oh my god. You guys. Ah, that's so good. Dude, her fucking the dude as the builder was crazy. Okay, let's look at some flowers. Okay, unfortunately, it does have them all asterisked again, even though I did go through them last time. Maybe I didn't save after I did that. Alright, let's just see. I think I left off on... Ooh. We did Night Seer. Yeah, yeah, I think it's adding them just top to bottom. I don't remember if I read Carnation. Yeah, I did. The red rose is love. Yeah, okay. Remedia means lust. An herbaceous perennial, or maybe I did read this one. No, surely not. Okay, yeah, I don't think I read this one. If I did, oh well, I'm reading it again. An herbaceous perennial with fragrant, cup-shaped flowers, ranging from deep magenta to milky white. It thrived in the natural climate of Axend, where many variations were meaningfully cultivated. Your fingertips sow famine. No taste but yours I relish, O divine. No flesh but yours contents. The low verses are scriptures, which, in the classical tradition, are not attributed to Kesserat. The reason for this, more than the sexual nature of their content, is their portrayal of... Oh, hold on. Gigi made a post recently that I saw about the pronunciation of Fayim. I think it's Fayim. I've been saying Fayim, but I think it's Fayim. And it made me laugh really hard, and I want to find it. They posted, someone asked me how to pronounce Fayim yesterday, and their response was, it's Fa as in father, and Yim as in Invader Yim. And that just made me laugh really hard. Fayim. Invader Yim. Shut up. So is Izme doing magic or using technology for her illusions? Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends on how she was built. Like, from what we've seen, like, remember, okay, think back. Remember, what's her name? I forgot her name. Girl with the helicopter. When she created it, or she created, like, someone created, like, a motorcycle or a helicopter or something? A vehicle out of a piece of paper, I think? And that was like magic tech. I'm trying to remember that scene. Yeah, it's really interesting. I kind of want. I hope they tell us. I'm assuming that they'll go more into it. To 3D print a snowmobile. Yeah, yeah. Because if they can make it like that accessible, I'm sure they could make a person robot who's able to pump them out too. I don't know. It did only have one use. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The reason for this, more than the sexual nature of their content, is the portrayal of Fayum as a partner, where some canonical verses are characterized by more ambiguous longing, the identity of Kesseret's she being the topic of much debate. These leave no room for doubt. The dismissal of all so-called obscenities from the script created a rift between what we now know as the classical and romantic movements, the latter of which held that Fayum took the poet as a bride. The Remedia takes its name from Pas Remedy, founding priestess of the Romantics. In the ruins of Erechist, Marcel Mullen unearthed the most complete known record of the low verses. Unable to decipher the engraving, he innocently asked me to read it out for him. I did not. Oh. And the Grand Sunflower means joy. A summer blooming annual of enduring popularity harvested for its edible seeds. Immature flowers track the movement of the natural sun, a phenomenon which can only be observed outside the mosaic's walls. Too lush the harvest for 2 arms, too sweet the liquor for 1 tongue. 100 then. 1,000. Although there exists some proximity of meaning between the grand sunflower and its lesser relatives, I wouldn't group them together as classical texts sometimes prefer. The perennial Midland sunflower, for example, is the act over the feeling, a smile for its own sake. Among other varieties, we find laughter, quiet contentment, even a half-literal brightness akin to the dawn's eyes. Honestly, I think the old sages simply saw no practical value in splitting hairs here. To me, however, the difference is monumental. It's my daughter's namesake. Lilia, from the Exendi's Sun-Blessed, encompasses all sunflowers. But I had this variety in mind when I proposed the name to Alvin. A light which begs to be shared. A joy in the presence of love. Alright, and then we'll check the cast page. I think we had a couple... we had a couple new ones. Ooh. Have I read this one? I don't think so. Loic Ard, the divorcee. In a secluded corner of the university's library, Loic invoked a red rose from the bouquet Albin had presented as a birthday gift, and an easy intimacy flowed between 2 yearning hearts held at length by politeness. It was the first time he dared to call her Benny, seeing plainly then how many nights she had delighted in the thought. Loic would offer the roses from then on. Let me do my job. And the young couple would eagerly reveal deeper desires to each other. This tradition came to a quiet end a few years into their marriage, when Albin held the flowers with a distant stare and said, "They're beautiful. I'll put them in water." Loic, the single parent. 2 years after the divorce, as an elementary talent show began to wind down, Loic quietly feared that Albin might not show up at all. But there she came, stumbling into the auditorium just in time to hear the end of Lilia's first poem, I Met a Little Bird. Outside, she knelt and apologized in tears. Lilia, still too young to mind, happily agreed to read the poem again. And as Albin watched her daughter's gracious encore, both of them smiling ear to ear, Loic saw an illusion in the desert. Loic the Grieving. Oh, God. Oh. Bro's trying. He tried every fucking flower, man. Oh. Flame Vine, Awakening. Chamomile, Renewal. Wild Apple, Vigor. Morning Glory, Restlessness. Chrysanthemum, Endurance. Blue Eyelight, Clarity. Silky Rose, Sound Body. Yellowhorn, Triumph. Red Rose, Communion. Frostweed, Summoning. Yellow Rose, Mending. Cosmos, Order. Cloud Sage, Return. Peach, Embrace. Mint, Cradle. Astleby, Entreaty. Helenese Water Lily, Divine Spark. Sunrose, Tannum, The Aspect of Truth. Rain Lily. Amos, The Aspect of Life. Hydrangea, Revelation. Fringed Orchid, Resurrection. Bidkathan Lily, Sacrifice. Lavender, Peace. This art is fucking me up, dude. Loic the Ungrieving. Oh, and we're back at the beginning. Oh my god! Ooh. That cycle is crazy. Okay, on to Ismay. Okay, since we're only now dipping into Ismay's past. We've only got one. Remember to save after looking at the flowers. Thank you, Velvet. I don't have to do all this again. Ismay the Dancer. Look at her titties. Let's go. From her very first night, Ismay carried herself with the confidence of a girl who'd been at it for years. Not every part of sub-sanctum life came so naturally, but on the stage, she felt an ease like any other. She knew at once that she belonged, hungry for the weight of 1,000 eyes. However shallow the thoughts behind them ran, her little tongue peeking out. Wow. At clubs up and down the mosaic, the same question would often emerge, dripping with mock concern from the smug lips of her clients. Ismay would smile and answer, "Beats the hell out of my last job." Okay, pervert. I forgot. When the boobs stare back. Okay, we're up to date with Tutu, Marcel, Alma, Albin. Albin the Convert. The Convert. The Convert. A wealthy designer at Dextera. Albin's is a household name in the fashion world, known for an eye that steers the extravagant trends of new construction. Oh, NC, new construction? Maybe? Critics have praised the soft, natural feel of her construct textiles, like a second skin. Ooh. Lilia, the single-parented. When 6-year-old Leah broke her favorite doll, designed by her mother, she was inconsolable. Her tears dried when Loic reappeared, not with a broom and dustpan, but a single yellow rose. It was his first demonstration of flower reading to her, seeing that she'd grown too sharp to keep it in the dark much longer. Leah reluctantly swore to keep her father's secret. But when her next mom day arrived, she jumped at the chance to tell one other person. Her mother did not share in the excitement. With a forced smile, she offered to simply make a new doll next time. She did every birthday, along with the usual shipment of luxurious dresses and shoes that stood in for a visit. Only once, at the annual Unity Ball, Leah mentioned that she had long outgrown playing with dolls. Albin absently agreed, then sent another the next year. Ugh. And Lilia the Pulsed. Oh, they're gonna kind of explain it a little bit. Before sunout on an ordinary day, approximately 1 in 20 Moseans complained of mild fatigue or dizziness with no clear cause. For Lilia Ard, a faint headache, which had annoyed her all throughout her classes, swelled into something harder to ignore. Even as her father exhausted every remedy he knew, her pain continued to worsen steadily, up to its breaking point. A pulse shook in the air. Lilia cried out and was gone. Next came a torrent of noise all around. Loic would learn later that a bus driver pulsed at the wheel had crashed just outside. But as Leah lay in his arms and the walls trembled around them, the world seemed to be ending. Oh my god. It's fucked up. Alright, I'm saving again. So now it'll remember which flowers I've read. Also, I don't know how much is left of this chapter, but we will get to it, I think. When's Christmas? What's my schedule next week? I don't think I'm playing this again next week. But probably. Hey guys. It might be a bit. Could have planned that a little better, but you know what I'll do? I don't need to play this game on Thursday. I'll probably play this game like next Monday or Tuesday or something. So look out for my schedule. Because I do want to get back to this as soon as possible. Can you play it now? No, I have to go to work. Yeah, look out for my schedule. I'll probably continue this on a non-Thursday. Always some kind of excuse. I can never please Apricot. No matter how hard I try. Boop. Okay. We're gonna find someone to read. Then I'm gonna skedaddle. Who we got? I follow too many damn people. Maybe when I get the 24-hour stream from you. Guess what? I put the 24-hour stream in my calendar. I'm not going to announce the date yet because I have not committed, but I picked a date. So watch out. It's real. We're gonna raid. Oh my god, I don't know. It's too fucking complicated, bro. Too many fucking people. We're gonna raid someone new-ish. It's someone I've followed for a while. And I feel like I maybe raided them once, like a really long time ago. But I have not done so in a very long time. They are currently playing a retro game. I've literally waited all year for this. I know. I feel like you've waited like 2 years at this point. I think you have. Iriella is currently playing Discworld? 1995 game. Which is fun. Whenever the subathon was, yeah, it was like 2 years ago. About. A little less. I think? Actually, I don't want to think about it. That means I have to play Silent Hill 2 before you do your 24-hour stream. All right, Prongles, that means you've got about a month. You've got about a month to play Silent Hill 2. Get on it. All right, I'll see you guys later. Next stream is tomorrow? No, tomorrow's Friday. Saturday? Saturday I'm doing more Final Fantasy. Okay, bye.